Welcome, I am Christiana Babayo on Haske Tv News. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, Taraba State Chapter, has suspended its strike action effective immediately. This was disclosed in a statement signed by the university's ASU chairman, Dr. Garba Mbabe Joshua, and made available to journalists on Saturday. Our correspondent has the rest of the story. The strike, which began on December 5, 2024, was called to protest the Taraba State government's partial implementation of multiple Memoranda of Understanding and Memoranda of Action agreed upon with the union since 2014. According to the statement, key issues under dispute including university funding, earned academic allowance, staff pension and gratuity, backlog of salaries, constitution of governing council, and minimum wage adjustments have been addressed with commitments made by the government. Some of the agreements reached include the enhancement of university funding, an initial payment of 10% of the total accumulated sum for earned academic allowances, and the implementation of a state-defined pension scheme. The ASU TSU chapter has expressed its profound gratitude to ASU National, the zonal leadership, and the TSU Congress for their unwavering support, which has culminated in the successful resolution of this struggle. The union also commended His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas, the Governor of Taraba State, for his steadfast commitment and proactive leadership in resolving the recent dispute. With the strike action suspended, academic activities are expected to resume at the Taraba State University. Christiana Babayo, Haske TV News. President Bola Tinubu has expressed sadness over the death of Right Honorable Adeomi Oriyomi Onanuga, the Deputy Chief Whip of the House of Representatives. This is according to a statement by the President's spokesman, Bayo Onanuga, issued on Friday. Our correspondent reports. According to the statement, the lawmaker who represented Ikene Sagamu, Remo North Federal Constituency of Ogun State, died on January 15th following a brief illness. The deceased served as a chairperson House Committee on Women Affairs and Social Development in the 9th Assembly and Deputy Chief Whip in the 10th Assembly. It added that the lawmaker never stopped serving her constituency and her passion for a better Nigeria will never be forgotten by those who came in contact with her. The statement noted that Representative Onanuga was a role model to women in politics, demonstrating that with hard work and integrity, women can be effective leaders in politics. Tinubu offered his condolences to the Onanuga family, loved ones, the government, and the people of Ogun State, particularly Ikene, Sagamo, Remo North Federal Constituency. He prayed that God grant the soul of the departed eternal rest and provide divine comfort to her family and all. Christiana Babayo, Haske TV News. And in another report, the National Assembly Joint Committee on Agricultural Production and Services has reiterated its support for the National Agricultural Development Fund as part of its broader strategy to enhance food security in Nigeria. The Executive Secretary and CEO, Mohammed Ibrahim, said this in a statement on Saturday. According to the statement, this reaffirmation came during the NADF budget defense on Thursday, where lawmakers pledged to strengthen the fund's efforts in boosting the nation's agricultural sector. He further quoted the legislators as emphasizing the need for more robust support for the fund, particularly in ensuring the timely disbursement of seed capital, an essential factor for advancing the agricultural sector. And we will now go on a short break. When we come back, Haske TV News will continue. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and now the news will continue. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbe-Tokun, on Saturday approved the distribution of new kits and uniforms to personnel of the Nigeria Police Force in other ranks as part of ongoing efforts to improve officers' welfare and enhance professionalism. This was disclosed in a statement by the first Public Relations Officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi. According to the statement, the initiative aligns with the IG's vision to foster better working conditions and elevate the standards of professionalism within the force. Egbetokun also expressed optimism that the implementation of the 2025 budget would enable additional welfare-focused projects to support officers in effectively discharging their duties. The National Pension Commission has mandated the provision of bank verification numbers for all retirement savings account registrations and data recapture processes. This directive, signed on January 9, 2025, but released on Thursday, will come into effect on February 1, 2025. In a circular addressed to all licensed pension fund administrators and signed by PENCOM's Head of Surveillance Department, A.M. Salim, the Commission directed that BVN must be mandated for processing new RSA registrations and recapturing data for existing RSA holders. Pension fund administrators are required to validate all BVNs provided contain the correct 11 digits and must update their registration and data recapture forms to include a mandatory BVN field. For existing RSA holders without BVNs on the Enhanced Contributor Registration System, PENCOM stated that provisions will be made to update the records prior to the implementation of this directive. And that's all we have on Haske TV News. Stay tuned to our other programs. I am Christiana Babayo. Thanks for watching.